In this episode, we're going to talk about the Bloodline. Now, why I'm wearing this is I'm kind of sick right now. I'm recovering pretty much, so if I sound weird, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was just a bad cold. But yeah, I'm going to talk about the Bloodline, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do the Usos separately, but when I'm talking about the ones I'm missing, I'm going to do them together. The first one I want to talk about is the Jimmy Uso Series 54. The only reason I have this, honestly, is because I wanted to complete a set, and I ended up wanting to do this one. I don't know why I decided this one was the one I was going to do, but I did it. So here's this. This is a pretty good figure. It doesn't really look like Jimmy Uso. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what it is. He kind of looks fat. I think it's a shirt, honestly. Like, weird to say that a shirt on a figure makes the figure look fat, but it does. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, honestly, it just does. I do kind of like that crinkle on the jacket, but also I wish it wasn't there. Like, the crinkle on the jacket's a little weird. It's a cool detail, but something that shouldn't be there, honestly, in my opinion. The pants are pretty cool, wrinkled up pants. The shoes are sweet. Like the red shoes with the red shirt and white, it's just awesome. This was the first figures to come out after their heel turn back in 2016. The face just doesn't look like him. Here's the side, here's the back. The back is really sweet. I do like this picture of Jimmy Uso. No homo. Here's the lineup. I have everybody. You've already seen the Charlotte. You've already seen the John Cena. You've already seen the Bray Wyatt. Next, well, you already seen the Rich Swann too, right? I think I showed the Rich Swann in the championship one. So, yeah, this is the last ones from this set. But yeah, here is the Jimmy Uso. Here is the Jey Uso Series 54. And this one looks a lot better than the Jimmy Uso. I mean, it looks more like Jey Uso, and it looks more like Jimmy Uso. So, like, what can you say? And this Mr. Main Event, Jey Uso, or at the time, just the other Uso, because you can never tell them apart. Now, this one is a bit different. He has the bandana, like, around his neck. He doesn't have the red shirt. Now, on the picture, I can see on the picture, there's not much I can say about it, honestly. It pretty much just has the same stuff as the Jimmy Uso, except for the bandana and the red shirt. And he does have the tattoos on his arm. Now, look at that face. Look at that face. Now, look at the side of this box. Now, tell me why this picture looks more like the Jimmy Uso, but like the side of the Jimmy Uso box, hold on, looks more like this Jey Uso head sculpt. Like, why is that? I don't know why that is, but maybe they just got it mixed up. You see, here's the back of the box. Now, you can see he has a white shirt on in the picture, but he doesn't have it in the actual figure itself, and his bandana's around his neck and not on his head. These are really good Uso figures. Now, it's crazy to me because I think these might be the second set of Uso Elites. They had another set earlier with their old gimmick, and I don't understand why they didn't have more, because they're in the WWE for years before they had a heel turn, and they're pretty popular. So it's crazy that they only had like one set of Elite figures that had their old gimmicks. But yeah, now we'll get right into the one other Jey Uso figure that I have. Last Uso figure that I own is the Jey Uso Series 90. Now, this is obviously when Jimmy Uso was injured, and Jey Uso was pretty much main event Jey Uso when he was a good guy. So yeah, or maybe he wasn't a good guy at this time, I don't know. But I know he was a good guy for a long time when he was by himself and he was facing Roman Reigns. Pretty neat figure. You can't really see the head sculpt, but lighting's just bad. I think it's just the, it doesn't even look like Jey Uso. You can't really see it that well because of this piece right here, because it's like covering it up a little bit, like the shadow of it. I mean, it looks okay. I do like this thing. I don't know why, it just looks like a thing of mashed potatoes with like, what are the scallions in it? It's like mashed potato scallions. And that, it kind of looks like they put the same pants on from the other one, and the white shoes look pretty cool. Here's the side of the box, Mr. Jey Uso. Pretty good figure. I do like this figure. Here's the lineup. Great figure for Jey Uso. Later on, they do have the Jimmy Uso with his own figure. When they do the Usos, they usually put them together in the Elite Series, whatever the series that they're in. They put them together. This time, they just put Jey Uso in Series 90, and then they did the same thing for Jimmy Uso in Series 95, I believe. So you'll see that in the ones that I'm missing. Let's get into the 2 Sami Zayn figures that I do own. Now, I thought I had more. Maybe I have some more Washington, but I don't think so, honestly. I don't think I do. I only have 2 Sami Zayn figures, and I thought there were more, but there's really not. Can't tell you what series it is, because, again, they just took the series number off of there. Really good figure. This is his NXT figure. He has the NXT Championship. He has the cool-ass pants. I always love this pants. I love this look for Sami Zayn. This is great. This is like when Sami Zayn was like in his prime, in my opinion. Like, not saying that he's not good now, but he was at the peak in like NXT. People loved him. He was like the Daniel Bryan of NXT. That's how I always saw him as, is the Daniel Bryan of NXT. But that hair is funny. But yeah, here's the NXT Championship. Now, I said that there wasn't much guys with the NXT Championship, and here's one of them. Really good looking championship. This is a fantastic looking championship. But yeah, so here's the side. Sami Zayn, obviously. And here's the back. This might be his... I don't think it's his first one. I was going to say it's his first one, but I don't know, honestly. I don't know. Because it is his NXT Elites. But I don't think it's his first one. But yeah, there's the lineup here. I don't have any of these guys except for the IRS, I believe. So that Tyson kid's probably rare. Pretty good figure. Pretty good Sami Zayn figure. The last one that I have is the Series 91 Sami Zayn, and it is the Liberator Sami Zayn. And again, you can't really see the head sculpt because it's covered up. 1 second, let me look. Kind of looks like Sami Zayn. Not the best, but it still kind of looks like him. It comes with cool accessories. It comes with like the cool championship trophy. It comes with a cool trophy. You know, it comes with a cool military green attire. Here's the side. Here's the back. That lineup's really good. I think I have all these guys. I have all these guys except for the Rob Van Dam, and that's the one I was really looking for, which sucks, but because I love Rob Van Dam. But pretty good figure. Great figure for the Liberator. And that was the last one I had. Now let's get right into the ones that I don't. I'm going to start off with the Usos, and here's the Usos Series 31. And there's not much I could say about it. They're pretty much the same figure, because, I mean, they're the Usos. They have different head sculpts. As you can see, they do have different head sculpts. They do have, like, the different pictures. But honestly, could you tell them apart, honestly? Because I'm telling you, I could not tell these guys apart, like, back then. If the nameplates weren't there, I would not be able to tell these guys apart. You can tell they just threw the same accessory in there. I mean, what else are they gonna do? They have the Patrick Star shorts. To be honest, I did like this look when they had it, and I do wish I had these figures. I just don't. I think I've seen them in stores. I might have seen them in stores at a time, and I just didn't pick them up, which kind of sucks. Pretty good figures. I mean, these are their first figures, their first elites, and for some reason, their first elites and last elites in this gimmick. And again, I'm just gonna do these together because there's not much you can say about it. They're not really much different. The head sculpt's different, and that's it. It's just the poses in the box and the head sculpt's different. So not much you can say about it. And the next one I would talk about is the Series 64 Usos. And I don't know why they gave Jey Uso like all the accessories in this line and just give Jimmy nothing. So I don't know what that's all about. All he did was give him the jacket. But other than that, I mean, they look pretty good. They look like the Usos. I just don't know why they gave Jey Uso the kendo stick and the handcuffs, and they just didn't get Jimmy Uso anything. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. You could just pick up 2 Jey Uso figures and then like say one is Jimmy and have 2 kendo sticks and 2 handcuffs. Like, I don't know why they did that. But other than that, everything else is pretty good. They gave Jey Uso the bandana again. They gave Jimmy Uso the jackets, the Chris Jericho looking jacket. They gave him both the red pants, both the white shoes. They look pretty good, but I don't know why they just gave Jey Uso like everything. It just gave Jimmy Uso nothing. And the last one that I'm missing is the Series 95 Jimmy Uso, and this is a fantastic figure. Like, having him by himself is really cool, and having him with the Tag Team Championships really sweet. They have him with the Usos hat, really sweet. They have him have that thing too, that mashed potato scallion thing too. I know it's flowers with like leaves and shit on it, but that's just kind of what it looks like. And this looks fantastic. Like, they did the hair really good. They gave him a chain. Like, it looks really good, and he looks nothing like Jey Uso. It looks really good. Like, they distinguished him. It's just a fantastic figure by himself. With the Jimmy Uso figures, really, really solid. Now we'll get right into Sami Zayn, and the first one I'll talk about is the Sami Zayn Series 51, and good God, like, what do they do to this head sculpt? This head sculpt's just not good. I don't understand it, and it looks like, I'm looking right now, it says includes the hat, but I can't even see the hat on his head. I know it's on his head, but I just can't really see it that well. The attire is really cool. I do love this shirt, and the pants are really cool. The boots are really cool. It's just that head sculpt. I don't know what's going on with that head sculpt. It's just not good. The eyes are just way too squinty. I don't understand it. I don't know. This is obviously after the other figure, the NXT one, because of course the Raw. I don't know what's up with this head sculpt. This head sculpt's just awful. Other than that, I mean, it's an okay figure. It's just, they just need to change that head sculpt. And the next one I'll talk about is the Series 63 Sami Zayn. This is a pretty good figure. This is a pretty good Sami Zayn figure. The head sculpt's really good. I do like this head sculpt a lot. It has a true FX, and this time it actually worked. This is pretty good head sculpt. The body's okay. I don't know why. He kind of looks a little fat. I don't know why that is. I mean, they have the cool yup shirt. That's pretty sweet. The pants are really cool. The hat. That pretty good figure. It's a pretty good figure. This is obviously when he was with Kevin Owens. Fantastic figure. And the last Sami Zayn figure I'm going to talk about is the Then, Now, and Forever figure. And I guess they just didn't have a lot of figures. The Usos and the Sami Zayn, they just didn't have a lot of figures, which I'm actually surprised about. This one is pretty good. This is his time in NXT, I believe, because he has the Sami Zayn and the Zaniacs. He didn't really use that too much, I don't believe, when he was on the main roster. Yeah, the hair is okay. They didn't really do as much detail as like the other one with the hair. Kind of funny, but it looks kind of like Sami Zayn. It kind of looks like Sami Zayn. The eyes are still a little bit squinty, but it looks more like Sami Zayn than the other one. I think it's more of the facial hair. They got the cool hat, they got the cool shirt, and the pants are really cool, and it looks like Sami Zayn. So this is a really good figure. I just don't know when this is. I don't know if this is his time in NXT on the main roster, but I believe this is his time in NXT. I just don't know if he wore that green on NXT, so I might be a little wrong. I might be iffy on that, but that's a pretty good Sami Zayn figure. And that was surprisingly all the Sami Zayn and Uso figures, or at least the ones that I could find anyways. If there's any more, I'm sorry if I missed them, but I was looking and I just couldn't find any other Uso or Sami Zayn figures, which I'm really surprised about. So it'll probably be more of a shorter video. I really do appreciate you watching, and this is JC Sanchez.